Look, I'm gonna be honest with you all, I am not that big a Mario fan. I have tried so hard to see what others see in this franchise, and I always end up feeling either bored or frustrated. Don't get me wrong, Mario Kart and Mario Party are two franchises within the Mario universe that I've always liked, but that's really the extent of it. Now, most of the Mario games that I have tried have come in the Switch era. For example, I've tried Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and I hate it. It just feels boring and kinda gross, honestly. Like 2D and 3D needs to be separate, not together. Super Mario Odyssey, another Switch game, is the only 3D game on the Nintendo Switch. I mean this from the bottom of my heart, this game is boring. The worlds in this game just feel so empty and there is virtually zero replay value. I just don't see how so many people raved about this game like it was the second coming. Super Mario Odyssey is not by any means a bad game, but I don't think it's like the next coming. I just think it's a boring Mario game. Honestly, it's gotten to a point where I thought about giving up on Nintendo and selling my Switch, but at the last moment a beacon of hope came, and honestly I was pretty surprised about the game that has changed my outlook on Mario. Super Mario Galaxy. This is a game I decided to play via Dolphin emulator since I don't own a Wii and I don't have a copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I had already played Super Mario 64 and Sunshine and thought both were okay. I mean, Super Mario 64 hasn't aged well and Super Mario Sunshine is pretty fun, but it gets tedious towards the second half of the game and I would get very much upset with that game. For whatever reason, my Super Mario Sunshine controls were inverted, and I don't know if that's how the game is supposed to be or if my settings on Dolphin emulator just suck. In any case, I tried Mario Galaxy, a game my friend has said is the best Mario game, and honestly, he's right. This game is absolutely stunning. The galaxies, the controls, the characters, I finally get it. This game is the one that has given me hope for my outlook on Mario, and maybe the future isn't so bad for this franchise, at least from my perspective. So why did Mario Galaxy change my outlook on the series? Well, let's start with the biggest positive of this game, and that's the controlling. I just simply can't believe how amazing this game feels to control. Going into this playthrough, I thought it was going to be complicated and confusing, but it ended up being the exact opposite. It's so simple, even on a controller via Dolphin emulator. The Wii motion control hand that is used to propel Mario through space or to different galaxies feels so unique. It's not even the biggest feature of this game, it's actually kind of a gimmicky feature of this game, but it's still so awesome to see. It's around enough to remind me constantly that this game was truly made with the Nintendo Wii in mind. The spin move, which is my personal favorite in this game, has many uses, like shooting yourself to different areas of the galaxy or different galaxies. It can help you propel underwater or give you more time in the air to reach places you normally wouldn't be able to. It can also be used offensively against Goombas. I mean, seriously, what a brilliant move to put in this game. There's so many uses. It might be the best Mario move of all time, and for the rest of the controls, Mario retains many of the moves that he's had in previous 3D games, of which my favorite is the backward long flip. I just love this move because honestly you can get to higher places and it's really satisfying to do. The controlling of Mario in this game is simply breathtaking, and when you combine that with the worlds themselves, you have a masterclass in platforming. Again, I can't believe that they made this game so simple, yet it looks so complicated with motion controls. Now these worlds really take full advantage of every aspect of the controlling for Mario in this game. Upside down planets and platforms, swimming underwater, flying as a bee, shooting through galaxies, and cool platforming areas, the level design and controls are married in this game in the best of ways. I think games nowadays don't do enough to really take advantage of the platform it's gonna be on. And a part of this is because there's less console exclusives and more multi-platform games, but this game is perfect for the Nintendo Wii. I mean, that's the only console this game was meant to be on, and it is showing. I mean, every single little detail about the level design and the motion controls, it feels so tuned just for the Nintendo Wii, and it feels awesome. It's great. They left no meat on the bone too. They got as creative as they possibly could. There's basically everything that could have been done in this game was done. I can't even think of one thing that they could have done and added in this game. It truly was like astonishing. They had every type of way you could move Mario in this game. I honestly think this is a game that is a good example of why we need more console exclusive games. I know this is kind of a touchy subject, and I've gone back and forth myself on this. I usually am towards the multi-platform side of things, but if we are to get games like this where it is just beautifully optimized for the hardware, then yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some more console exclusives. Although Nintendo's hardware is usually way more unique than the other platforms' hardware, so I don't know. It's just a very interesting discussion. But anyways, the theme of Super Mario Galaxy is also an incredible choice. I actually love Super Mario Sunshine's theme, a nice tropical vacation on Isle Delfino, an all new area with funny looking piantas, I think they're called. Now I didn't think any game could top that theme because honestly it was pretty cool, but Super Mario Galaxy downright blows it out of the water. This space themed game also features a new princess in Rosalina, and it's just a pretty game all around. I mean, the colors, the stages, the worlds, they're all beautiful. They look gorgeous, even on today's Dolphin emulated hardware, or should I say software. In any case, this game just looks awesome, and it's not a case of this game aged bad too, like Super Mario 64, because honestly, even today, without a remaster or the 3D All-Stars collection, which I've checked out on YouTube, it looks good. Super Mario Galaxy has aged like fine wine, and I think a lot of this has to do with the colors. They just really dipped into the colors more than any other Mario game. It's just a very, very pretty looking game. They were also able to flex some non-space themed creativity to keep it fresh, like racing on a stingray or swimming with penguins or even cleaning off a giant queen bee. This game has enough themes beyond space to keep you from feeling burned out. But make no mistake, the game truly shines in space. It just feels so nice to play a game where they get the theme and setting right. I want to feel like this is a brand new world and experience for me. Like when Breath of the Wild came out and I took that first look at the open world, yeah, that was an experience you simply can't forget, and Mario Galaxy does similar things. And as fun as this game is, the challenge and difficulty is perfectly tuned. Super Mario Sunshine and 64 are way too tedious for a playthrough nowadays, at least from my perspective. And games like 3D World plus Bowser's Fury and Odyssey feel too repetitive and not worth multiple playthroughs. This game, however, strikes a perfect balance. I can casually play this game and still feel challenged, not by the insane bosses, but by the use of motion controls and platforming. It never feels too tedious. It's not a cakewalk, but it's also challenging enough to get me to want to perfect everything. Now, the soundtrack may not be the best of Mario, but it's pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the tracks feel more like a soft lullaby playing in the background, like the Stardust Road song or the Girl's Sadness song. And don't get me wrong, there's some upbeat songs too, like the Wind Garden song and the remixed Super Mario theme, but overall, many of these feel very somber in a way, and I actually really appreciate that. It just plays into the setting and the theme of the game, and I absolutely love when the soundtrack somehow ties into the game. I mean, it's just cool. It just adds to the experience that you get in this game. Lastly, the box art for this game is just beautiful. It is by far the best Mario box art ever. I mean, just look at this. It's so pretty. It has colors, it has a sense of wonder. You can just tell by the art that this game is going to be a different experience. Now, you may have noticed I didn't mention any story details, and that's because if there is even a single person out there that is thinking of playing about this and comes across this video, I don't want to spoil anything, but what I will say is this: Rosalina and the Lumas might be the best and most memorable additions to the Mario series ever. They are absolutely awesome characters in Mario's franchise. I hope to see them in the future. I'm not sure how many times they've actually been in Mario games, but the ending was even a little bit tear-jerky in some ways, and honestly, it's just a beautiful game all around. Super Mario Galaxy is everything I wanted in a Mario game. I can't believe I didn't play this back then, but I'm also kind of glad I avoided it for all this time, because when I think of modern gaming today, it's taken a toll on me, to say the least. So to play something that's new to me but old is such a joy. I mean, this has such a creativity and love put into it. You just don't see that nowadays. And honestly, let's just say it's a great reminder of why I love video games. So what do you all think? Is Mario Galaxy one of your favorite Mario titles? And if so, what did you like about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. Thanks for checking out this video. Hope to see you all in the next one. But until then, peace.